This is my favorite tree. It's December 23rd, sunny, beautiful day here on the beach. Enjoying it after so many weeks of rain. What I'm sitting with right now is this rush of feeling that came from realizing I had been holding on to a wound, a scar, a feeling that I experienced very acutely 4 years ago when I closed my school and launched something new. One of the parents in the school was very upset by it, which he expressed in the form of comments on my blog and a review on my Yelp page, a review that is still there to this day. And it really hit me hard when I first read it, and then I was able to sort of put it in the back of my mind and move on, and stand tall in my own growth and discoveries. But what I realized today was there's still a part of me that held on to part of what he said as being true, that something about what I did was wrong. You know, my mind believed that. So I had a little part of me that was believing the entire time that no matter what I do or say, part of it is probably wrong, and that I probably shouldn't be doing it, and I don't deserve to be asking for people's attention, etc. And how I realized that I was still holding on to this feeling today, I was going through a process of gearing up with the systems in my business to start sharing gifts directly with people who are interested in it. So I want to start sending specific messages to the people who express an interest and are going to participate and engage and really drink from it and value and benefit from it, from the value. And part of that, needing to have a system that makes sure everybody is specifically served stems from the fear that I'm annoying the rest of the people who haven't explicitly said they're interested in that particular thing. And that is the wound, I realize. That belief that, nobody really is interested, only a few people are, and I need to give them this tiny little hole to thread the needle through to enter. That I can't really open my arms widely and let everyone in and then allow them to choose. It's somehow that's too thinking too much of myself in a way. So that's the wound. And I realized it because I was believing and scurrying around and in the how space of how do I get all of these different technologies to work together so that it can be the specific. And I looked at my list. I haven't looked at my email subscriber list in several years because it used to just trigger me way too much to see who had unsubscribed and when. So in order to kind of break through that and allow myself to write it all, I had to just stop looking at the list. And I really haven't gotten back in the habit of checking it regularly since, even though I have gotten into more of a flow of writing and expressing. today I looked at the list because I was thinking I'll just have to start from scratch. Because nobody's really, finding my website or doing anything with it, even though my stats would say otherwise. I'm just not seeing action because I'm not really putting out strong invitations to engage until now. And I looked at the list, and there were a bunch of signups consistently throughout this year for the specific list I had already created 4 years ago when I thought of this idea for the first time. And there were already something like 35 people that were on that list ready to be the seed. So in other words, it wasn't zero. And in other words, it wasn't like 3 years ago it stopped. It was like all throughout the last few years there have been consistent signups that I have just ignored. And I haven't come up with content specifically for them because I believe that all of these things, la 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 la. So I just said, wow. I mean, I stepped away from my computer and I came out here right away because it was time to take that in. And it was time to really, really let go of the wound as the illusion of what I'd made up in my head about what people believe about me based on one person's vindictive response 4 years ago that was probably made in a moment of non-thinking. And I thought I'd let go of it, and yet it was revealed to me how it lingers in a small way, and there's more to let go of, and that's beautiful. And wow, I can really step into this. There really is an audience that I've already started without even saying anything, in my opinion. Putting out little crumbs, kind of hinting at things. I already have an audience. So what if I stepped into it and just really did what I knew I can do? And what if I knew what I already had? What I already have? What if I really acted as if I knew what I already have? And what a big shift for all of us to kind of shift out of the old wound and open to what's already here. What's already here. So I'm going to spend some more time with the sun, the sky, the birds, the water, my tree, the sand, the air, and just drink in the trust in my own experience. Drink in the fact that the invitation is there, the door is open, and it's about me freeing me to step through and to keep walking and to keep walking. And that it's already all there for me. For each of us.